Hello friends, welcome to Veena's Educate. Yeah, after a long time again I am making a video. In the previous videos, we have already learnt about two life processes. The first life process was about nutrition, the food supplying system wherein food is taken in, digested and absorbed. And then we have learnt about the second life process, that is respiration, the energy releasing system where the oxygen is taken into our lungs, and this oxygen has to be supplied to different parts of the body, and the digested food also has to be supplied to different parts of the body. How does this happen? For this we need a separate system, and that is something which has to transport. How we have the goods, no, goods is prepared in one place, and then from there it is transported either by road, either by rail, by air, so there are, or by ship. So there are many ways how the goods are transported from one place to another place. Same way, the digested food and oxygen which is taken inside the lungs has to be transported to the various parts of our body. Every cell in our body should get the food and also should get the oxygen. For this, we have a separate system, and the system is known as the transport system, also known as the circulatory system. So this is Veena and you're watching Veena's Educate. So let us learn about this new life process, that is the transportation, the circulatory system. And the transportation is done, one of the main or the vital organ in our body, that is heart. Heart is a muscular organ and it is present in the thoracic cavity. It is present in between, it is situated in between the two lungs, and it is very nicely protected by the rib cage and the backbone behind. Behind it has the backbone, the spinal cord, and then in the front you have the rib cage. The heart is very well protected in between the two lungs. Let us learn about what is the size of the heart. The heart is doing such a wonderful work. It is pumping the blood to all the parts of the body. But what is the size? The size of, do you want to know the size of the heart? Yes, the size of my heart is my own fist. My own fist. So you just check on your fist. Just hold your fist. This is the size of your heart. So the size of the heart is one's own fist. Now, how much does it weigh? Oh, it is doing the work of transportation. So naturally it has to weigh. No, it weighs about nearly 340 grams, 300 to 340 grams. That is the weight of the heart. And what is the shape? Shape of the heart is almost something like a triangular shape. You can call it as a conical shape. Some call it as a pear shape. It is broad towards the upper side and it is narrower towards the lower side. And then what is the color of the heart? Color of the heart is reddish brown in color. It is reddish brown in color, and it is made up of special type of muscles known as the cardiac muscles, and these cardiac muscles are present only in this organ, that is heart. It is present nowhere in the body, and it is these muscles, they are so stronger, they are much stronger than your leg muscles. Your leg muscles are supposed to carry the whole weight of your body. It is said that we feel that leg muscles should be very strong because they have to carry the weight of our body, but the cardiac muscles are much more stronger than leg muscles. And these cardiac muscles are present only in the heart. Now, let us learn about, now you know and this heart is situated in the thoracic cavity and is slightly tilted towards the left side. Slightly it is tilted towards the left side. That is why you have done that. The left lung is bit smaller. It is having only 2 lobes, and the right lung is having 3 lobes. So the heart is tilted slightly towards the left side. Now, having come to know the size, the weight, and the color of the shape of the heart, let us learn about the external structure of the heart. Externally, you can see this vertical groove here. You can see horizontal groove. So these horizontal grooves and the vertical grooves, they say that internally the heart is divided into 4 chambers. The upper 2 are known as the auricles. These auricles are also known as atria, and the lower 2 are known as the ventricles. So these grooves, that is the longitudinal and the horizontal groove, they show that the heart is divided into 4 chambers, that is 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Right side is known as the right auricle and left side is known as the left ventricle. Left ventricle. So now let us learn the different types of blood vessels which come into the heart and different types of blood vessels which leave the heart. Now before we learn about the blood vessels, let me tell you about the blood vessels. There are 2, that is arteries. The artery carries pure blood or you can say oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood. And the veins carry impure blood, impure or you can say deoxygenated blood. So got it? The arteries carry pure or oxygenated blood and the veins carry impure or the deoxygenated blood. And then you have 2 other blood vessels, that is known as pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. This carries impure blood. So how do we remember? So when you only have to remember about the artery and the vein. Arteries carry pure blood or the oxygenated blood. Veins carry impure or the deoxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery will be the opposite of artery. If artery is carrying pure blood, pulmonary artery you can remember it carries impure blood or deoxygenated blood. Same way, when you come to pulmonary vein, this again is opposite to the veins. Veins, what do veins carry? Veins carry impure blood. So the pulmonary veins carry pure blood. Now, pulmonary veins carry pure blood. So now I hope you all know the difference. Arteries carry pure blood and pulmonary arteries carry impure blood. Veins carry impure blood and pulmonary veins carry pure blood. So in order to avoid confusion, you only remember the artery and vein. When you remember artery and vein, pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein will be the opposite of the artery and vein. So these are the major blood vessels which come to our heart. And there are 2 other blood vessels which supply blood only to the heart. And these are known as the coronary arteries, coronary veins. These they supply only to the heart. And if suppose the coronary artery gets blocked, then it stops supplying blood to the muscles of the heart. And then the muscles of the heart, the muscles of the heart are required for contraction and expansion. And this contraction and expansion, they pump the blood. Due to this contraction and relaxation process, they pump the blood. So if the pulmonary arteries are blocked, the blood supply to the heart muscles is stopped, due to which the heart there is a heart failure, and then it results in a heart attack and then results in a heart failure. So we have other type of blood vessels, that is coronary arteries, which will carry oxygenated blood to the muscles of the heart, and coronary veins which will carry impure blood, that is deoxygenated blood to the heart, again to the chambers for purification. So now we have learned that about the blood vessels, that is coronary artery, coronary vein, artery, pulmonary artery, vein and pulmonary vein. Now let us learn about what are the different blood vessels which enter into the heart, which bring the blood to the heart. So there is, here you have superior vena cava. This is a vein. It is a main vein which will bring the impure blood from the upper parts of the body and pour it into the right auricle. And then we have here the inferior vena cava, which will bring the impure or the deoxygenated blood from the lower parts of the body, and again it pours it into the right auricle. Then just now we learnt about the coronary vein, which will supply blood to the coronary arteries, which will supply blood to the heart muscles. So this coronary vein will carry the impure blood from the muscles of the heart, and this again is poured into the right auricle. Then there is one more blood vessel which enters into the heart, that is the pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carries pure blood, so it will carry the pure blood from the lungs. And where does it carry? It carries into the left auricle. So you have just now learned that the superior vena cava, the inferior vena cava and the coronary veins, they carry the impure or the deoxygenated blood into the right auricle. And there is one vein, that is pulmonary vein, which will carry the pure blood, oxygenated blood into the left auricle. Now, let us learn the blood vessels which leave the heart. What are the blood vessels which leave the heart? One is the pulmonary artery. This leaves the heart because it carries, now when the impure blood comes into the right auricle, it enters into the right ventricle, and from the right ventricle this impure blood is carried to the lungs for purification. So here by the pulmonary artery. So the pulmonary artery is again leaving the heart. It is leaving the heart, it is carrying the impure or the deoxygenated blood to the lungs for purification. Then there is one more artery, that is the systemic aorta. This originates from the left ventricle. This will carry the oxygenated or the pure blood to different parts of the body. So once the pure blood is purified, it comes to the heart, and from here it is supplied by the systemic aorta. It is the main artery. It carries the blood to the upper parts of the body and to the lower parts of the body. Apart from this, there are another type of arteries, that is coronary arteries, which also from the heart itself, from the left ventricle itself, it carries the pure blood to the muscles of the heart. So this is the external structure of the heart. So you can see how complicated it is and how efficiently the heart works right from the birth. It is not right from the birth, it is even before that. Until our death, the heart works very efficiently, and it's a very complicated system, and we shall learn about how this heart is purified, the blood is purified, and then how it comes into the heart, how it leaves the lungs in the next video, that is internal structure of the heart. So till then, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you, friends.